In this course, students are introduced to programming using the Python programming language. There are basically two approaches to teaching programming. One technique is to begin with a complex program like a game. Then show the code for that program to the students and explain how it works. Students are then expected to learn programming by making modifications to that code. This is a popular approach with programming courses for kids. I've used this method myself a few times, but I was disappointed with the results. The students became frustrated by concepts they weren't prepared to understand and came away from those courses unable to write programs on their own. I prefer the second approach, which is to begin small, thoroughly teaching the tools or building blocks of a programming language. Then gradually assemble those blocks together to create increasingly complex programs, much like a carpenter masters the use of tools such as a hammer and saw before attempting to build a house. I have a degree in computer science. I'm fluent in multiple programming languages. I've worked as a programmer and have taught programming at Columbus State Community College, Landry Online Academy, and ostraining.com. Why did I select the Python language for this course? Python is free and easy to install. It runs on Windows, Mac, Linux, and the Raspberry Pi. The Python language itself is simple and much easier to learn than other languages. Here we see the same simple Hello World program coded in Python in one line and the equivalent in the Java programming language. You write and run Python programs using an editor that is simple to learn. This is the editor we use in the course. Compared to something more complex such as Visual Studio, it takes a long time just to master complicated software such as this. Python is an interpreted language. That means you may run your code immediately. That's helpful for beginning programmers since they receive immediate feedback on their code. This is the basic Hello World program that programmers typically start out writing in a new language. Coded in one line. To run the program, I just click the Run button and the results will be shown in the lower window. Most other programming languages are compiled. That requires an additional compilation step that increases the time required to view the program results. Python is increasingly popular as an introductory programming language for college courses. Here's a chart comparing the use of the most popular programming languages in colleges. We see Python as number 1. Here is a list of colleges and the languages that they are using for their introductory programming courses. According to the Coding Dojo blog, Python is the number 3 most in-demand programming language of 2017. Although I use Python, I don't view this course as strictly a Python course, but a Learn to Program course. I wanted to create a course that would be useful to students no matter which language they ultimately end up using. It's an ideal course for self-study and doesn't require the parent to know anything about programming. There are 40 instructional sessions. The video checklist PDF provides a chart listing the topic for each session. Programming isn't learned merely by watching a video or reading a book. You have to write code, a lot of it, in order to become a programmer. The assignments build gradually in complexity and are a vital part of the course. There are a total of 15 programming assignments. The requirements for each are explained in the instructional videos, and a summary is provided in the assignment's PDF file. "15 additional videos walk the students through the solutions to each programming assignment. I go over my code line by line, explaining my approach to the assignment. Now I'm creating a string variable called prompt, and inside there I'm taking the text from the Madlib lists. After viewing the program solution, students are encouraged to correct and improve their own programs. In the checklist, there are boxes to check when the instructional video has been viewed, the assignment completed, and the program solution reviewed and any corrections to the student's project made. I don't provide the Python code files for the assignment solutions. It's too tempting for the students to look at those before attempting to write their own code. Although I don't provide the files themselves, the code necessary to solve each of the programming assignments is available in the videos. The last section of the course takes the student through the creation of a longer, more complex program, the game of Tic-Tac-Toe. 10 program files are provided for this section, so the student can follow along with the code development. The course is aimed at an age level of 14 and above. However, a motivated 12-year-old could certainly work their way through it as well. The time frame required will vary depending on the age and ability of the student. It encompasses everything I taught for Landry during a 15-week semester. However, some students may benefit from a slower approach, where the course could stretch out over a year. If you have any questions about the Python course, please use the contact form on the homeschoolspark.com website to send me an email.